One thing that basketball fans love is superstition, from Chuck's iconic
guarantee,
which also happens to fail 99% of the time, or with certain basketball players following the same routine before a game, as in the case with JJ Redick.
There's like 42 things that I have to do before the game.
But if there's one thing that's feared by every single team supporter, it's the infamous jinx. If a commentator starts talking about a shooting record that has just been tied or beaten, you could be sure that the concerned player is going to miss the following shot. In any case, never take anything for granted in this game, because you'll learn with this video, you can never really be sure of anything on the court. What better way to start the video than with an example of a commentator who recognizes that they just jinxed a player? While Wiggins is on the line here, Stan Van Gundy tries to acknowledge the player's improvement in this exercise.
He struggled at the line early in the year, but has solved those problems of late until I jinxed him right there.
Stan recognizes that he did in fact just jinx the dude. But that was too late. The curse already had its effect. Or how about this one? With less than 2 seconds remaining in the game, and with the Dallas Mavericks up only 2 points against the Clippers, Maxi Kleber would find himself in the line for 2 freebies. If he makes both, the game is over. But still, the Clippers commentators were hopeful that they could influence the outcome of this game in their own way. And to their credit, they did.
Kleba, the game on the line. It goes. Mavericks are going to pull off the win. 1.9 to play. Perfect on the season. George with the rebound, the timeout with 1.1 to play here in the fourth.
It looks like they've made it their life goal to make sure that as many basketball players fall to their curse and jinxing habits.
Well, they haven't missed a free throw. They're 19 of 19.
all night. They haven't missed at all. So why would they do it now? Not only did he miss, he didn't even hit the rim.
Now these are commentators that you definitely don't want your team to face. Down 102 to 113 to the Phoenix Suns, Anthony Davis was on the line for some crucial free throws.
And Davis, a perfect 14 of 14 from the stripe.
Really?
Oh, and everyone is affected by the Harlan curse. One of the best free throw shooters of all time would end up falling victim to his jinxing antics.
Here is Irving at the line. He has only missed 11 free throws in 118 taken.
The entire broadcasting crew is in disbelief in front of this much cursed power.
Are you serious? No, are you serious right now? I mean, you've got to throw that stat out while he's at the line. Why can't you say it after his second free throw?
How can you not get a reaction out of your co-host? You better pray that no player from your team gets caught by the Harlan curse. There's no going around it. But when the curse becomes too strong, someone needs to react to it.
He has not missed this year.
Kevin.
Why?
Kevin,
Why?
So
Why?
it was 22.
That is you,
I
Kevin.
am so sorry.
Getting affected by something like that, he has to try to make it stop.
I'm not a dealer in superstition.
Yep, look at Steph. Look at
it's not
Steph.
me.
Look at Steph. That's right. He knows exactly what we're talking about.
This next clip shows that this occurrence is not limited to the NBA or men's basketball. Even on the women's side, no living being is free from the curse.
Keeping her in the game, and I think she's one of the reasons they close out this game so well. She just kept her foot on the gas defensively and offensively.
Natasha Heiderman would miss a crucial free throw. Now that girl knew that something was up.
So we're laughing because Natisha Heidemann just death stared the broadcast booth. I told her on Thursday, she brought up how she was 4 for 4 from the line, and I told her if you miss though, it's not on me. And she just missed for the first time.
For the next entry, imagine as a player working hard on your craft for months on end, trying to fix your shot, only to be hit with the mother of all jinxes. That's exactly what happened to Bismack Biyombo.
I spoke with Bismack at the beginning of the season about his free throw shooting. As you all know, he's been working extensively on it before and after practices. He told me that they were literally changing his entire shot. I was asking what the changes were, and of course I jinxed the young man. And my apologies to the Biyombo family for that air ball.
Now, the jinxing concept is a very popular one, so much so that you could probably take advantage of it to get into a player's head. And that's exactly what young LeBron did. Early in his career, this guy was a menace. And with 3 seconds left, The Wizards were only up 2 points against the Cavaliers. Oh, and Gilbert Arenas was on the line for 2 free throws. LeBron decided to change the course of fate, and so he went to him to tell him one sentence. You have already lost this game. This puts so much pressure that Agent Zero would miss both of them, and the Cavaliers who take this chance to win the game on the other end. In a situation where everyone was expecting a LeBron James jinx, it ended perfectly working for him. The thing with jinxes is that it doesn't only concern free throws. Any situation that can be called and that can potentially lead to future regrets from commentators will eventually go wrong. Never, and I mean never, say that a game is finished, as long as it is not. And man, the ultimate example for this had to be the Pelicans versus Lakers game. With 2 seconds left, the Pels are on the line, up 3 points, and the commentators are already talking as if the game is already over.
This is another one you look back on and say, you know, we gave it away.
All right, not done yet. LeBron, timeout. There's time.
That was more than enough for Matt Ryan, who would end up playing a total of 3 months for the Lakers, to sink the game-tying 3. Oh, and LA would end up winning this game in overtime. Talk about bad luck. This next one will show you that jinxing doesn't only come in the form of a commentator talking just before free throws. Remember that Chuck guarantee that we talked about? Well, here it is in full effect. With the Clippers up 3-1 in their 2020 playoff series versus the Nuggets, he was ready to call this over. After all, at halftime of Game 5, the Los Angeles team was up 12 points.
You want to guarantee it? Guarantee! Let me do it again. Guarantee, guarantee!
Well, not only did the Clippers choke that game, with their lead in the series going to 3-2, they ended up losing the entire series. They were up 3-1, and they still managed to lose to the Nuggets. Now, this series was also the first true showing of a certain Jokic who would end up winning 3 MVPs over the following 4 seasons. But still, that Chuck jinx hits hard. Brace yourself, because the following one is something that probably only happened once in NBA history. And I'm not sure if we're ever going to see something like that again.
Hey, made good on these free throws. Unfortunately, Brooks, not Brooks, Monty Brooks missed one earlier. That was not intentional.
That was a mistake from the commentator when he wanted to talk about Armani Brooks. What's even more unique is that just after this comment, the player in question would end up scoring 3 threes in a row to jumpstart his team's comeback.
He's feeling it, baby!
And to finish off, let's go back to where we started. These Clippers commentators are really something special, man. It looks like they made it their life mission to make sure that every late game free throw is going to get jinxed. The victim this time? Patty Mills.
Tell me again. Oh, make everybody else aware, too. I don't think they know this.
Patty Mills hasn't missed a free throw all year. The first of 2.
Just listen to that silence after he missed the throw. They know what they're doing. What a great clutch performance by the broadcasting crew. But what do you guys think about this? Is it only superstition? Or does this have a true weight in the balance of basketball success? One thing is for sure, if you want your team to score its freebies, make sure to not look up any stat related to the player's success, or you might end up really disappointed.